I think they'd be surprised to learn that we're here. Actually, well, because I often feel like, sometimes even I'm shocked, right? When and I shouldn't be, but when, like I said, when I've taught in bilingual classrooms, I'll give one example. I taught at a school down the street. I live in Missouri City, and I I used to teach three classes in English and three classes in Spanish. And these weren't my students. I was a creative writing teaching artist. I come into the school, you know, for a couple hours a day and then I leave. Um, and so I was in one classroom, all the bilingual classrooms. Pretty much they all looked like Mexican or Central American students, right? More or less. That was what. None of them were black. I'll say that. None of them were Afro-Latinx in the bilingual classrooms. That's what I'll say. I don't know
Hmm.
specifically where they were from. And then in my English speaking classes, it was predominantly all black students. Well, I was
Hmm.
in one class where this one young lady was struggling a little bit with her writing, and I don't know what happened or how it came. I think I had a bilingual picture book that I was sharing, and she asked me, and this was in the English class, if I could read it in Spanish, and I said, "Well, why?" And she goes, "Well, because my family's Honduran, like I speak Spanish," and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, it took me a moment, right? Because I assumed she was African American. I didn't think, right, or make the assumption, right, as I'm sure many people do with me that she was from a Latin American country, and the reason she was struggling with her writing was because Spanish was her first language.
Yeah.
But she was put in this English speaking classroom. She wasn't given the choice to be in a bilingual classroom. And
Mm.
so I was just sort of floored by this, right? And so forgetting your original question, I think that I went off on a tangent. I just think that what Houston should know about us is, don't think that just because someone doesn't look Latinx, right, that they aren't, and that you could, see a group of black people and they could actually all be Afro Latinx, and you just assume, right, that they're in the black. So I will also say that I think from my understanding of it, the largest Afro Latinx population that I think Houston has is from Honduras, is from Honduras, and